time has passed, so whatever crack it was, I might still feel pain, but I can like act. I can feel. I can like do.
Yep.
So I, God damn it! I look around, and probably hop off back of my brother and look around for any improvised ranged weapon I can possibly find.
Okay, give me a search.
Social perceptive search.
You see a child with a bow, you rip it from their hand. And you start...
No, you see a child with a bow. You rip the
Akiko,
bow from the child.
You look
and throw
around.
the child because he specifically said improvised weapon.
You look around. You look around for weapons or for anything that you might be able to use as a weapon. And looking around, you realize you're actually relatively close to the marketplace. And all the way at the back, there looks to be something that's like more like a rudimentary weapon shop where you might be able to find something, but you'd have to go over there to find something. It'll take you. Your agility is 8, so if you move full speed, you'll get there within a turn.
Don't worry, brother. I'll be right back to help. And I start making my way towards that shop. By the way, does it look from this distance that the shop is still manned, or because of all the... Okay, yep.
No.
So I just like start making my way at full speed, because I'm not doing any other actions, so I'm guessing I'm using my active and passive to move, something like that.
You use you use an active to move, and then once you get there, I'll tell you what you see. So you start running over and you pass a couple of people, kind of attempt not to push them out of the way, but manage to maneuver yourself through them.
I am kind of agile and my dexterity is 10, so...
Yeah. So you manage to easily kind of like move through people. By the way, if you trying to find other improvised weaponry, I mean, there's a lot of people around.
Eventually cheat a motherfucker with another motherfucker.
Yeah. No, I'm not that kind of person.
I've built a character that did that before in Pathfinder.
I have too.
I know. As you reach the place, you look around and you see a couple of rudimentary weapons. And all the way at the far back, there's a small rack of short bows, and behind it, there's a small rack of bows, long bows. They don't look particularly great, but they'll certainly get the job done.
So not looking particularly great. You mean quality 0 or
quality -5?
Okay.
So shoddy.
Yeah, it's pretty shoddy.
I mean, it's something.
Yep.
So, like, knowing that my brother needs help from his adorable little sister, like, when my...
Adorable.
I mean, with the rest of my potential actions, I just... Because I'm not that smart to think, because all of the chaos, I assuming there is no way there is somebody waiting in ambush, because they are watching us going in front.
At this one store that you're stealing from? Yeah.
Lady Mercer comes and
Hey, that's my store!
hauls you off to jail.
Yeah, and like... Sorry, I need it! And then, like, just, with the rest of my actions, what I do when I have the chance, just go up to one of the shoddy short bows, take it, and start running back towards the group.
Ignoring any arrows.
Not only bow, is there any ammunition laying around?
Yes, there is, on the wall, there's a couple of quivers with arrows. Each quiver has 5 arrows. All in all, there's 5 quivers.
Oh, fuck, now I forget how the
Equip yourself
encumbrance
with
works.
quivers.
You can reach the bow this turn, and you can grab it this turn, if you wish.
Yeah, so that's what I'm doing.
Okay. Donald, your turn.
Yep. Reload, then end turn.
Okay. Lady Mercy's turn. She goes to close her eyes for just a moment, and you see sweat drip from her brow as she concentrates really hard, and you see the same energy, for those with See Supernatural, goes into her again, and then surrounds her in this faint bluish light, but it's a lot fainter than it was before. She goes to swat at you, Akumu.
Am I being protected this time?
Nope, you're on your own.
No, I am because last time I
Yeah.
tried disarming and doing.
I understand.
Last time I did a stupid, so this time I'm not going to do a stupid. I'm actually going to defend using what I normally would. Die.
What?
You managed to block. Do you want to counter?
Can't counter, full defense.
Oh, you full defend.
Yeah, that's why I said, remember last time I was like,
Yep.
I was able to attack. I couldn't full defend, so...
Oh, you're using 2 fatigue as well.
Oh, I was done. I'm not letting her hurt me anymore. I'm
So
done
she
with
goes
her.
to swing again, and as the sword comes down to you, Akuma, again, you get ready to dodge, but out of the side, there's this just massive wall in the form of Aiden that just swats aside her blade, and then goes into a defensive position in front of you, ready to defend. Sayer,
Yeah.
your turn.
Sayer just pulls his arm like a swing, like how do you say it? Like when you open your arms like to the sky, essentially.
Oh, praise the sun.
Pretty much, but no, like looking at her, and like surrender or you will face, or this is the end of you. Sunburst, you know.
Do you go for an intimidate?
Yeah. No, I mean, let me check.
Disquieting.
I'm not disquieting, you scrub. Why do everybody think you think I'm disquieting? Fuck you all.
Because everyone has it these days.
Not me.
The only two people who are trying to not kill her is me and Akiko trying to solve it peacefully. I'm just blocking her. I didn't want to fucking...
I'm not trying to kill her. I'm
Yeah, I
doing
know.
lethal damage.
Yes.
I'm going to kidnap her. I mean, what? I didn't say
It happened
anything.
rape her.
I was
wait,
guessing
what?
you wanted to do something like that to take her hostage.
That's morally wrong, right? No.
So what do you think, Sayer? Do you want to intimidate her to see whether she stands down?
Yeah, sure. Make an
Okay.
intimidate.
What's Thaddeus doing during all this?
Thaddeus is
at us.
leaning in the far corner. He's fucking wounded. What are you talking about?
Okay.
Oh, nice. That's an open, Sayer.
Oh, okay. I didn't realize that.
Oh yeah, it's 93. Holy shit.
BRB,
Essentially,
guys.
as this is happening, 10
Your BRB.
ice needles just appear around myself, essentially.
Nice.
128.
Did I put anything in?
100.
Isn't Zod like a thing?
Zod is
Yes.
indeed a thing, Ron. Good job.
I forget what Zod is from.
And Zod is from Superman.
Nice.
Two.
Let's see.
Stand down. And I make a style
Kneel
check.
before Zod.
And I make a style check because why the fuck not? Ah, not very stylish.
She shivers for a moment as you do that, and she looks at the ice spikes that are around you, and she slowly lowers her sword, realizing that this fight is 5 very pissed off prisoners versus one of her, and she starts taking a step back.
I hold out my hand and like motion towards the sword.
During her turn, next turn, she'll do something, whether run or hand off over the sword or whatever. It's up to
Yeah.
you guys. Aiden, it's gone. Aiden's full
Like,
defending.
I'm
so he
sure I
can't
can like do like a small move like that.
Yeah, you can. That's a free. Like that's fine.
Yeah.
Do any of you still want to do an offensive action to her?
I'm considering if she doesn't hand over the sword, tackling her.
Okay, you can basically prep for that
Okay.
to do that. She
And that would be fun because she's downstairs.
she slowly takes another step back, drops the sword on the floor, and keeps backing off.
I pick up the sword and then also back off.
Okay. Anyone else?
I mean, what I do is to take. I don't know, how much can I carry with 4 strength? I don't know, I don't remember.
Not a
how...
lot, but you'll be able to carry able to carry at least one quiver with 25 arrows in him. If you
Yeah,
gather
I mean, the
all
first
those
time you
up.
What about
said.
five What
Yeah,
about
I'm
five?
wondering, like, one quiver,
minutes?
5 arrows? It's low, and then yes.
It's low.
I'm
yeah.
taking one short bow and one quiver with 25 arrows, and I start getting back to rest of the group.
Donald Sayer.
I keep standing there like I'm basking in the sunlight, waiting for her to turn away.
Okay, Donald.
Yeah, Donald kind of
Finish exploding.
cautiously moves towards the stairs and tries to head towards while keeping an eye on Merce. He's kind of walking up the stairs, and once he's at the top of the stairs, he's going to keep booking it.
I go hand the sword to Thaddeus.
Okay.
Because he has been lacking one for, like, what? A minute?
Yeah. He grins. Yeah, like his previous sword got shattered to bits, so he grins at you, nods thankfully, kind of looks up at Donald again. Okay, we can go again. Oh my god, that's gonna hurt in the morning, he says. Lady Mercy turns, books it.
All right.
What do you guys do?
Yeah, as soon as I peer to the rest and I say, like, I think we have to go. Listen, hi, I'm Akiko. I really think we should go find something to rest and talk. We don't know what's going on, but please.
I stone face. Shall I roll for stone face?
You can roll for stone
Because
face
I'm
if you
guessing as all of this was happening, the tier is still there and like the creatures are still powering on.
wish. That is a fumble, Akuma.
I failed a stone face.
Give me a D100 to see your fumble roll. Oh! So, fumbles work a bit like this. Normally, for skill checks, a 1 to 60 means it just reduces the score. A 60 to 80 means something minorly bad happens. An 80 to 100 generally means something really bad happens. Now, it depends on the skill check. So, with composure, it's kind of difficult to...
I sneeze on someone?
For example, or you piss yourself, which is what happens in this case. But that kind of stuff, you lose bladder control or something of that nature. Like some stuff, bad stuff can happen. On a notice roll, you might run into something, that kind of stuff. On a field acrobatics roll, you might land wrongly, take some damage,
Well,
that kind of stuff.
Like, there's already a stain there, isn't there?
Yeah, there is, but now it smells.
Oh my god.
Another thing that could happen. I'll describe what happens. You don't piss yourself because that's stupid. But
Yes.
like that kind of stuff. In an attack situation, if you fumble on a defense roll, it generally means that the attacker gains some kind of advantage over you, depending on how bad the failure is. So that might mean on a minor failure, he might knock you off your feet. Or he might get an attempt to knock you off your feet. Whereas with a major failure, it just happens. Or you lose your weapon, or something of that nature. On an attacking fumble, what happens generally is dependent on you might lose your weapon, the opponent might get a counterattack, that kind of stuff. It varies from location to location. You can't really drop your fist, so generally something else bad happens. In this case, Akuma, as you go to Stoneface, and kind of you realize the situation you're in, and you look over, and in the far corner of your eye, you see this massive hole in the sky where all this shit just comes pouring out of, and you kind of shiver for a moment, and you realize that you are within a massive city. You're within a massive city. Shit's going down. This isn't good. For the next so many minutes until you're in safety, you take a -60 for the feared penalty.
Fun.
If you're afraid, you take a -60 all action penalty. All action penalties are horrible because what they do is every 20 points of all action penalties that you got reduces your stats by 1. All of them.
Fun.
Generally, this means that in case of 0 strength, for example, because it can bring it to 0, in case of 0 strength, it might mean you can't move anymore. In case of 0 agility, you wouldn't be able to move anymore. In the case of 0 con, you get a heart attack and you get a physical resistance or you die.
Holy shit.
That kind of stuff. All action penalties are horrible, which is basically what you're doing to people when you're critting them all the time. Which is great.
Oh,
Karma.
Yep.
yeah.
Anima is a bitch. Yeah, so I just like, I don't know if anybody's answering, but I was just like, so please, anybody knows where we should go, where we...
I pointed the city wall.
Thaddeus nods. I think it's best moment that we get out of the city right now. We could go to my keep, but that doesn't sound like a best place to go right now, considering I'm being hunted as well.
I mean, whatever outside of the city, we need to like find a safe place, sit down and figure out what's going on, because we are as confused as you are.
There's a massive hole in the There's a massive hole in the fucking sky, and shit's going down. Let's go! Thaddeus shouts.
Yes, yes, I agree.
By this
I
point,
look at as
Donald
fast as my
pipes
scared
up.
legs can. As in not spending fatigue, because that would be
Yeah.
awful.
Alright, by this time, Donald pipes up. South. We head south.
Just look at him. Do
Wait.
you know what's south?
Is south towards this hole in the sky?
No, that would be east, Thaddeus says.
Okay.
No,
But
that
I-
would be up.
Well, I can't talk. So I'd have to make a roll.
Smart ass.
What roll would I make
What roll for what?
to know which way's south?
That would be a navigation.
This is going to be fun.
Oh,
Yeah,
And a
fail.
60 for all action
Oh,
penalty.
please fail.
So am I afraid as well, or no?
No, he just fumbled on his composure that he wanted to roll.
Okay, let me make
How do you have a
navigation.
minus 90 to
You brought that
navigate?
upon yourself, Zach.
Yes, I did.
Yep.
Mm.
You are free to roll whatever you want in any kind of situation to be awesome. In some cases, it can help you a lot. In other cases, it can backfire, which is what happened in this case. Akumu, you are so freaked out by your current situation that you even think up is down and down is up for a moment. Sayer, you
I just
however
imagine him turning into Zoro from One Piece, just total lost, lack of direction.
know. Sayer, what you however know is the closest point currently to the city wall will be going north.
Mm.
South would actually not help at all.
Simon doesn't know where south is.
Of course, I know it. Where south is? It's towards the where it's hot, right?
That logic isn't bad, but I don't think it's gonna make much difference.
Mm. Let's get out of the city first.
Yeah, let's go.
I
Um,
start going north for the wall because it's the closest
Yep.
point to the exit to the city.
Yeah.
I have. So is your ankle, leg, foot, whatever, bothering you still?
You asked at me, yeah?
Mm.
I'm just like, I think I'll manage.
Okay.
The group starts heading to the closest part to the wall. By this point, Sayer, 20 minutes have passed. As something else happens.
Oh, 20 minutes. I have my key points back. Good.
Yep. 20 minutes have passed, and you guys are just still running and running. And there's at one point there's a massive amount of people, just a wall of people that you guys get stuck in, and kind of get jostled around a bit. Do you guys try to force your way through, or are you trying to stay with the people?
Akiko, what's happening up ahead?
I try to... Akiko, what your elf's eyes see? I try to see what my human eyes see up as
Give me
I
a
like
notice.
probably go up onto Aiden and like use him.
Okay. Aiden,
Yeah,
how
it's
tall
pretty
are
much
you?
what I'm like. I think my size makes me like fucking 8 feet, but let's not do that.
Yeah.
But Ron, think of the penalties opponents would get on you.
Think of the penalties. No, let's not do that. Let me see. I have. Okay, at minimum, I have to be 6 feet 6 inches. So let's be 6.5.
Okay.
Sure, why not?
You're 1 inch
Akiko
taller
and
than me.
Donald, all the way up top, what you see is that there's a massive cart that is blocking the way. There seems to be a merchant, a rather rotund man, that seems very set on taking his goods with him.
God damn it, I have Shingeki no Kyojin flashbacks.
Oh god, you too. So we just see a giant freaking titan just bolting towards us.
Oh fuck.
And we're going towards the wall.
Mm.
I mean, how did we work in the manga that they threatened him, and then later, much later in the story, he became an ally?
Yeah.
So, what do you
Anyhow.
guys do? Do you
Yeah, I just
force your
say-
way to the front, or
There is a merchant of sorts with his cart, he's blocking the...
Mm.
Oh my god.
I look at Akumu. Can you move it?
I start going towards the cart.
you're gonna
We're gonna
have
have to
to push
break
your way
through.
through? But you're gonna be able to push your way through.
Yeah.
Slowly
Yeah,
but
I
surely, you.
I stand directly behind Akumu so he can just push everybody away for me.
Yeah, I'm also doing the same thing. I'm getting
You probably won't like what I'm going to do to the merchant.
Oh fuck.
Lol. Okay, so you eventually get to the front, and there's this rather rotund man with two larger men on either side that are pushing this cart, and there's quite a bit on this. Little cart, but it seems to be mostly food, water, drink, all that stuff, and he's looking at the people, and the people are shouting like, "Let us through! Come on, let us through! You're holding everyone up! Think about the children! Everyone is going to die!" Another person says. And the merchant just
Why
kinda
won't somebody think about the children?
and the man just kind of stands there and says, "This food and water will keep you alive! This is my livelihood! I will not leave it behind!"
Mm.
The merchant coughs.
Get away, suckers. Wee woo wee.
All right. How burly do his helpers look?
Burly in the fact that they are muscle-bound men for the sake of being muscle-bound men, not for the purposes of actually using it.
Mm.
I go over and I just stare down at the merchant.
Yeah, I'm
like-
doing the same thing.
Then I'm going to try to pick him up.
Okay, you can easily pick him up.
I drop him off the edge of the canal.
That's not what I was going to do. What are you doing?
So you pick him up.
I thought
So
we
the
were going
man-
to be good cop, bad cop. I thought
The
we had.
man just kind of looks at you,
Didn't.
annoyed at you, but at the same time terrified. And you just look at him and you pick him up, and you actually realize you have to exert a bit of force to do that because he's rather fat. And you pick him up, hold him over your head, or not even that, you just pick him up, kind of carry him bridal style to the edge, and he holds onto your neck like, "What are you doing? I have allies, I have friends, how dare you do this?" And you just drop him in the side of the canal, and with a loud splash, he falls into the canal. He's not coming up again.
Okay.
Oh
The two burly guys, they blink again, they blink another time,
no!
and go towards Akumu to sucker punch him.
Okay.
You run up to the edge of the canal.
Yeah. I'm going to. Is there stairs anywhere near there?
No, you'd have to hop down.
Can I see him in the water?
See him sinking to the bottom, yeah.
Okay, I used
The guy is about 5'2", and the canal seems to be a bit deeper here.
yeah. I grab him with psychic powers. Organic. Okay. Since I presume he's just gonna try to, panic, it's enough. Actually, I'm just grabbing him. So, let me just potential 130. 118. That's pretty low.